Alrighty, good morning. Let's do a reading for the collective for the day. And we'll just kind of feel out the energies for the day. We've got the Explorer. Nice. So the Explorer archetype is someone who embodies freedom and adventure, and also it seeks to understand oneself as well. So yeah, it's kind of a nice in the shadow. It could be feeling a little bit trapped, like it's not connected to its freedom. They may be feeling like they're being like caged in and they're not liking it. Alrighty, so the emotion cards we got today: helplessness, shame, and avoidance. So yeah, this could mean the helplessness is also feeling caged in. You are helpless because you feel like you are completely stuck, like you are in that cage and nobody's going to help you. You can't help yourself. You're just feeling like really overwhelmed. But in the essence, all you're seeking is to expand and just be free from the cage that you've put around yourself. Yeah, so that could be it. You've got a lack of motivation maybe as well to change. Maybe because you're feeling like that helplessness, you're like, well, I'm not, even if I try to change, I'm still caged in and I'm not going to be able to change. So maybe that's what's happening there. Avoidance. Yeah, you're avoiding, that's right, you're avoiding that change also. Maybe you're avoiding it because you're feeling like even if you do try, that you're not going to be able to do anything. And then shame. I'm not sure where the shame's sitting at the minute, but we'll go further into the reading and grab these cards out here. So these are the corrective action cards. So let's have a look. What else is happening to any cards? That one wants to come out. That one comes out a lot lately, which is symbols. So symbols could be just listening into your guides. Like you might be seeing numbers, like I just seen 444 again, or 44 in my clock. So I keep seeing that a lot lately, and it's play comes out. Play and symbols seem to want to come together quite a bit these last few reads. Yeah, so the symbols is your guides, connecting to them and just listening in, taking some time to connect. There might be synchronicities that you're seeing throughout. We got the Trinity. These have all come out recently, so let's take them all because I think this will help unravel the deck just a bit further. So we got the Trinity, which is the mind, body, soul connection. So really listening in and being able to openly receive and transmute your energy. So when you're feeling like you're stuck in this helplessness feeling, you're never really going to be able to move through and transmute the energy into change that you need, and use your emotion to be the creative driving force forward. So that's where you're feeling like connecting back to wholeness, and maybe like doing somatic practices or sitting in your body, really quietening down the mind, which also then goes with this sanctuary and regeneration. What's that one? That was avoidance, yeah. So the cycle is completing. So this whole read is about the cycle of you feeling caged in and not being able to move or change. That's ending. This cycle is ending and the new regeneration is coming through. So that just takes a little moment to reset the energy, and that's why you've got the sanctuary card. So it's just a rest and renewal. So it's time now to connect to your mind, body, and soul, rest and renew, and reflect back on the regeneration cycle and connect to your guides. And then that way, once you do that and you kind of reset that energy, you move into this state of play, which is what lights your world up. So sometimes when we're being externally fed all this stuff, either from other people or from yourself, you're kind of like thinking, I need to do that. Your mind is taken over, but you're not really sitting in the space of being the groundedness in your body, and you're allowing others to kind of project all onto you, that you've forgotten you've forgotten what even lights you up. And you've forgotten how to play like a child. You just have to watch children play. They really do just live in this abundant state of like freedom. They are free. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that's just what's happening here. So this explorer is asking you to become like, release your inner child again and just become like kind of, your soul is seeking to be free and not caged in. So release these, stop avoiding releasing your helplessness, because that is the key there. That's like, helplessness is keeping you stuck in that past timeline of being caged, and you need to release that. You don't need to feel shame for wanting to be play-like state like children and find your inner child again. You are allowed to be free. That's also sometimes what happens with the explorer and the shame when they go together. It's like you're feeling shame because you do want a different life and a life of freedom where you're not stuck to the 9-to-5 grind. But then there's this like external expectation about you working a 9-to-5 grind and getting a home loan and then having children and having a puppy dog and doing that whole lifestyle where it's an outdated lifestyle. Like, if you just have a look around, the amount of freedom and abundance that people are experiencing now is a lot in the sense that you can free yourself from your cage, or the external cage being placed upon you from society. So yeah, let's just tap back in. This is, these are just asking you all to kind of the rest, take some time out for yourself, find your reflection as a tool to move out of helplessness and shame for wanting to change, and just move into the space of connecting mind, body and soul, and what lights your world up, really. When you start to connect to what your soul is calling, there's this self-discovery this self-discovery journey that you go on, and it's actually a really beautiful space to be in because it doesn't end. So if you think it ends, the cycles do end, but they start again. So there's always an ending and a beginning. So this is why, like, I think in the tarot, there's the death card and the death card and the tower card that have these kind of, people might think they're like, oh no, I got the death card, it's like tragedy. It's not really, it's just a cycle changing. The cycle has come around, it's done its full cycle and it's stopped, and then now it's ready to rejuvenate and start again. And that we are also just moving into this 1 year cycle. So in numerology, we ended a 9-year last year, which also was the year of the snake and shedding. That doesn't we're still in the energies of the shedding. So this is also, the shed is about to complete here. Like in the next month, we're going to roll out that kind of complete shed and then move into the year of the horse. It's a 1 year cycle. So that's actually really, this is all really relating, and it's like asking you to really tap into what lights your world up and go for your authenticity, for your freedom, and ask for that. You have to ask. You have to ask your guides to show you that way, because the limitations that get put onto us by other people and the external is always going to be there, and also the limitations from maybe where we live and our society kind of structure. I know in some places it's really hard and challenging for you to even think about having freedom, but you could just in your day just spend a moment in one tiny little thing that lights your world. Like that might even just be sitting by yourself and sipping on your favorite cup of tea or coffee in the morning, or it might mean that you, I don't know, skip instead of walk to work, or something that's so silly, that's so childlike, that's so innocent, but it brings a smile to your face. Because when we're smiling and enjoying and lighting our world up, we are free. we're free to do, free to kind of feel into the soul essence of what our soul's carrying and where it's taking us. You know what, I wasn't going to do infusion, but I will actually pull the infusion, the light transmission. Oh, this one, divine oneness, universal flow. I love this. Okay, so the universal flow and divine oneness is that card just really asking us to reconnect back into the whole essence of the world. I've lost my words. The world, and like the integration of everything, and like how everything is interconnected. That's the word, interconnected. So the interconnectedness of all is the essence. And I think what is so beautiful about this reading that's just come to light with the light infusion is the divine oneness. It's what lights you up individually then lights up the whole world. You know, if we move out of the space of being in these aspects like of our emotion that are taking over, like shame and avoidance and helplessness, we're not in the space of our lit up world, which means that we're now walking around all individually with our own little entanglements of being like not completely aligned. So yeah, this card is just that reset, going, hey, you know what, like if you light up you'll light up the world, and follow your guides and listen in and take time for yourself. Yeah, I think I'll end the reading there, and yeah, lovely.